Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys, make sure everything's running. It's running. I have to make sure because sometimes it isn't. Okay, I'm gonna do Keyfarm, but it's gonna be entirely random. I'm gonna roll a d20, and we're gonna do mod 5, modulo 5. That's a math term. 1 through 5. Also 6 through 10, 11 through 15, and 16 through 20. And here we go. It's a 1. That's a char. Male or female. Odd will be male because we're odd. It's a 20. Interesting. Female. 1 through 9. 3, 6, 9, and 11 through 19. If I roll a 10 or a 20, we reroll. So far we have a 1 for a fumble and a 20 for a crit. A 5. That is a thief. A female char thief. We will randomize the appearance. Okay. Good evening to those of you who've joined me. Hi. And I'm doing this random, so we'll do this modulo 3. 15 is subterfuge. And 1 charm. And 5 ash. Modulo 5, it's a 13, so that's 3. And soldier that greeted me was a 15. That's an honorless gladium. And we're off.
I am a char.
And I am gonna skip the rest of this.
In this world of constant battle, I am the deadliest weapon of all.
That's simply not true. They have flying airships with big fucking
I respect
guns.
no authority but the clenched fist of my legion.
Come on, Ash Legion, you're less about clenched
With engines
fist
of destruction,
and more about sneaky.
we have killed our gods.
Good enough.
Nothing like the spoils of war.
Nothing like the spoils of war.
Over here, soldier. I've got new orders for you.
Legionnaire, Tosia Dome Splitter. Fight my way to the front, which in this case means
Hey,
run my way to the front.
Over here.
Hi Reva, how you doing?
This is your lucky day. You get to pay attention to me. Meg!
Decided that you had to push your luck, huh, Ghost?
So I can die fighting.
Gracchus Chris Knife.
I need your help, soldier. Tribune Brimstone has ordered me to the crypt, but I'm too torn up to make it.
I got this. Don't sweat it.
I don't like this. The war man's scattered.
I can make it.
Here, ghosty, ghosty, ghosty. Dinky's got a surprise for you.
You keep telling him, Dinky. And the gate's open. Nice. Join up with Ritlock Brimstone.
Next fight in weeks. You go on. I'll be right behind you.
He'll be right behind me. Looks like I'm the first one here.
It's time to remind these
Yep.
ghosts who's in charge. We're going to hit Barradin so hard it'll take him weeks to reappear. Move out.
Oh, I don't get the POI. That's disappointing. I have to come back here to get the POI.
You cannot win.
Oh,
Dig in and stand
we can't win.
fast.
The ghost just told me we can't win. And this one's the ghost of a peasant. Well, that's the thing about you ghosts. You always keep returning.
Rally to me! Cut them down! Stop them flat!
It's Duke Barradin himself.
Filthy animals! You will regret this! I will not be defeated! I will destroy you all!
And he resorts to cheating. How like a human. Oh, I believe I dodged successfully. I did not get credit for it.
You lost this war long ago, and we'll kill you until you get the point. We burn down his kingdom and bury the ashes. Make him remember that day. Forward, legions! Finish him!
Thank you, Ritlock. Your inspiring inspiration was inspirational.
Mission accomplished. You're heroes now, boys and girls. Congratulations. Report back to Smokestead.
I'm a hero. Ritlock says so. So it must be true. Unless you're going to call Ritlock a liar. To his face.
I'm good.
Yeah, I know. And... level. I have a new and improved knife. I have logged in. It's one of the dailies.
Smokestead lies outside the Black Citadel on land we took back. Hey, come talk to me.
So, if you're not familiar with what is involved in a key farm in Guild Wars 2, basically, it's a quick leveling up to level 10, at which point the first level of the personal story is available. And you finish that off, and that gives you a key that you can use to open one of the lockboxes. And it's not unusual for players to
Might makes right. Achieving the life for me.
do this once a week. Used to be you could do it endlessly, but that was before I started doing key farms. They changed it once a week. So a lot of people will create a new character, level it up, delete the character. Next week they'll do the same thing. I completed a Renown Heart. Another daily complete. I'm now level 3 and Papa's got a brand new bag. And new pants. As is tradition around here. When I get a new item of attire on a key farm character, or any new character for that matter, random dies. Well, I'm a thief and I will certainly blend in. As long as everyone's colorblind. Another level for me. Who'd have thunk it? Okay, actually I would. There's a POI up here for a little XP. Whack, whack, whack.
I need some help!
You need a lot of help, script boy. Oh, yeah. You finished off the challenge before I can get there. I'll just do it again. Let's fight. He's level 5 and I'm level 3, but... Oh, the other guy hopped in. 2 guys hopped in. So there are other people here doing, presumably doing key farms as well. help them, they helped me.
What do you want?
That guy got in my way. I was trying to fire the cannon.
You look smarter than most.
Sadly, with all of these new players around here, the cannons are on a relatively short cooldown, but it's a shared cooldown. So everyone's on the same cooldown. Which means it's very quick and easy to get this heart taken care of. If you're the only one here, it's slower if there's more people.
Boss,
One more. And we'll finish out another heart. I'll do that. I will take a moment to choose a glider skin. Archdemon wings, I think. And mounts. Cat on a bird seems appropriate. I won't bother dyeing these up.
Not yet, boss.
But I will return the glider skin to its default colors. There we go. Yeah, that's appropriately demonic. Oh, we've got the event ongoing. Flame Legion waves need to be defeated, so I will progress the heart and double dip by also progressing the event.
Did that hurt?
Flame Legion.
Might makes right.
I long for the day when I can fight an enemy that doesn't cheat.
Well, does the Flame Legion cheat? I mean, they're jerks.
I did it.
I am now level 5. I got mighty studded pants. I prefer to think of them as mighty studly pants, if you know what I mean. This guy is chasing away one of the ones we need to kill for the event. That is not helpful, dude. Seven out of 8. This should be the last wave. Art complete and event complete. Let's see, new boots. New pants. New weapon. We'll equip that in the offhand in a sec.
We have completed the task at hand.
But as I mentioned, new items of attire, new dyes. That's Rich Grape Crush and Natural. Go ahead and swap our mount to, oh, I think for now we'll just go with the Raptor. This poor guy, he's dead. And now he's alive. I've revived an ally. I'm level 6. I now have 2 pistols, or pestles.
Have you inventoried that new loot yet?
Might makes right.
Might makes right, at least if you believe the char.
Just a bunch of junk. Get out of my sight.
What'd I say?
So tonight, kind of a low impact, low energy stream. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to be enjoying some adult leisure beverages. Stop evading, you puke. There you go, heart complete. I don't know what I'll be playing tomorrow. But I do know what I'll be playing on Thursday. Wednesday I'll probably be taking off. But Thursday is the Pandaria Remix launch. And that looks like fun, so I'll be playing that. Let me tidy up this tar pool. I'm a very environmentally conscious char. Need to dodge in. Grab free boots. And dodge back out. But I think they are more powerful, so that's another change of costume, so to speak. So that's another change of the dyes. Oh, now that does look thiefy. Midnight Green, Harrowing Maroon, and Ash. Well, as an Ash Legion member, I approve. Oh, I'm not going to get in time to res the Fisher, am I?
Talk to me.
Might makes right.
I wonder if this accounts for why the Char don't get along with their neighbors historically, if might makes right.
Might makes right.
One more Drake, I think. Ought to do.
Practice makes perfect.
Heart complete, another level complete. I'm level 7 already. Another player got it.
Might makes right.
There's a chest back here. Yeah, this is another one of those that Some of the heart quests in the game are very, very easy to get done, regardless of whether there's a boatload of people around or not. This one, not so much. There aren't a lot of targets. If you disable these, you get credit for it, but you don't get credit for killing the mob that usually comes out of it, which is punishing. Don't get any heart credit for defeating the embers, only for deactivating the power source. It's really not well designed. Certain of the original game heart quests are... Every starting map has a few really bad hearts in it that take much, much longer than most of the rest. And it could be easily fixed. Literally, there's all of these actions give you a certain amount of progress, and all you had to do would be change a couple of individual numbers. Instead of, say, 3% for killing a Flame Legion Axe Fiend, maybe 4%, or God help us, 5%. Add a line for shooting the embers, giving you a couple of points. And doesn't look like if there were respawns, those guys killed them all. It's just, yeah, here I am 2/3 of the way done, and I'm now waiting for respawns of stuff. You never want the players doing nothing when they're new to the game. And here, you know, all I'm doing is running back and forth waiting for respawns. The area in which this heart is active is relatively small. And if nothing's up, you get to run around. I don't believe I get credit for the ghosts, but I'll try.
Might makes right.
Nope. No heart credit for them. A couple XP, but... And the respawns are not especially fast, so this is an example of a thing that they could tidy up. Just increase the numbers. Basically, you need to get to 100% participation. Just literally go in and change the number, like from 5% to 6% or 7% or something like that. Well, there's one. Probably won't be enough, but maybe one more after this. Yeah, should be one more after this. One more of basically anything. There's one. But that was, 3 minutes running around doing nothing. It really isn't necessary. Arena Net. Spend a day. Just retune some of the numbers on the really slow to progress hearts, especially in the starter maps. Wrong way. Double wrong way. There we are. Right way. Waypoint.
Might makes right.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, you were already dead when you said that. Of course, actually, you've been dead a lot longer than that. You're a ghost. Rude to point it out to the dead that they're dead, I know. It's like this one, there's always plenty of targets. There are just a few hearts in pretty much every map that are insufferable. Drive the charge. Oh, we have the harpies are up. I want to get some wax in on them, definitely.
Here I come.
As events are always good. Additional XP when that finished out the heart. Which heart? I don't know. Is it that heart? It was. Okay. Double dipping is the key to fast and efficient. Lovely. For a keyfarm. Dak Farsight. That Dak, he does enjoy his job. Well, I've done enough to get gold medal result. When that event finishes, if it ever finishes. Those kind of events, however, where they're kind of time-based, time-locked, are often not worth doing more than making sure you got some kind of participation. See him there. Invisible mage, clearly. Not my fault. He was invisible. And definitely for a key farm. We're mostly just doing single target. Pistol, pistol. Is the way to go. Especially with the not too distant change they made. Reducing the cost of the double pistol barrage. Unload. That guy unleashed a mage on both of us. Way to go. Another heart.
I cover myself
Another
with
level.
glory.
That's level 9.
Begin destruction protocol.
Put all those away. Clear those. Open that. Hold on to those. Thieves have
Target
a
destroyed.
limited number of options for weapons, fewer than most other classes. At least initially. Also, unless you've got the Weapon Master achieve completed in Secrets of the Obscure, which adds 3 more weapons available. We've got a Vista up here. Whoops. A POI over here. We'll grab. Because it's not that close. Probably should have skipped it, but hey, we're here now. Hope everyone's Monday didn't suck too much. I try not to set too high a bar. You know, I hope your Monday was awesome. But it's a Monday. The odds are not great. And I'm dealing with some crap. No big deal. But that's why I wanted a low stress stream this evening. Ghosts. Now we're going to squish some spooters. Seems like every game I play has got spiders in it, and a lot of them have sewers. That's really annoying. It was obstructed by the egg that I had just destroyed. Sadly, destroying objects does not remove their collision in most cases.
Might makes right.
Yeah, looks like there's a fair number of new characters running around out here in Charville. Count as spooters? I don't think so. They did. Bad luck for them. Blade Gut Wrencher. Quite a name he's got. Sometimes you just need to shoot peasant ghosts. Couple more ghosts to die.
We found Bonfaz Murfur in the Char Army, sir, in a valley to the north.
But I'm afraid we were spotted.
Might
They come
makes
through the
right.
walls as we speak.
I think one more ought to do. Hey there.
There are too many. We'll never hold them back.
Part complete.
Murfur's troops have breached the wall.
A couple more POIs, waypoints, whatevers. Will give us XP, so I'll just ride around like a crazy person. There's a waypoint. And that was enough. Level 10. And now the personal story begins. Nod Knox. Still no foal, staying up and keeping watch. Well, good luck to Nod Knox, the mayor, Mrs. Knox, and the foal. Slight improvement, but an improvement nonetheless. Which, as you know, means new dies. It's kind of a shame. I like these dies. Those are good thief dies right there. Those are solid thief dies. Wrong button, right button. Those are less solid. Strawberry, not necessarily the best die choice for a thief. gonna go out on a limb, you know? You could probably come up with something a little bit stealthier.
The life for me. Hey, come talk to me.
You'll get plenty of both.
And into the Black Citadel, home city of the Char. I feel a
At
sneeze
least you made it.
lurking in my
We're the only
nostril.
ones left.
Crawling up into the sinuses, looking for freedom.
At ease.
I've decided to lurk there for a while.
At ease, soldier. Damn shame that the Battle of Smokestead nearly wiped out your warband. Without you, Barradin would be stomping our skulls by now.
Yes, Tribune. I owe my survival to Ritlock Brimstone. He held the line until reinforcements came to take out the Duke.
Alright, skip through it. Oh, and the Flame Legion have attacked because they're jerks. They were jerks.
Well done, Legionnaire. You're already proving your worth. As for you, Fengar, do you need to go back to the Farrar and relearn basic perimeter security?
Sentries won't mess up again now that they're dead. And, I'll get new ones.
And, I'll
You're
get
lucky
the
I
ones.
was here, Fengar. The real question is, was this an attack of opportunity, or is the Flame Legion planning something?
Good thought. Torga outside the serrated blade. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go. Cicea the Shrouded.
You there, Scrapper. This place have Black Citadel brandy?
Sure, but between you and me, the bartender waters it down.
Around here? I'm surprised he's still alive to do business. Speaking of business, Desert Grave sent me.
I've identified 2 Flame Legion spies inside the tavern. I'm right behind you.
Find a way to get the Flame Legion spies out of the bar.
More ale! And maybe some
Welcome to the
whiskey.
serrated blade. If you cause trouble in here, I'll cut your tail off. Until then, sit anywhere you like.
She's very winning. You always want a bartender you can talk to. Double whiskey, neat, and a toast. To Calla Scorchrazor, who proved the Flame Legion to be nothing but worthless cowards.
Hear, hear! To color Scorchrazor, our sister-in-arms! Down with the Flame Legion!
Hey,
It's getting too political.
isn't that
Let's
quite a
go.
burn, Flame Legion?
Right behind you.
See what I did there?
Hearing this trash
Burn,
makes
Flame
my
Legion.
head burn.
A joke.
Nicely done. I thought we'd have to set the place on fire to get them outside.
Oh, and she's joking too.
Getting them to move was simple. Getting the information, on the other hand.
There they go. Looks like they're off to meet
Pardon the yawn.
Let's tail them.
Old man things. Just old man things. Actually,
Time
not,
to get to work.
not just
Hey,
old man
this
things.
might help.
but certainly old man things. I'm invisible. My cloaking device is enabled.
Hey, what's going on? I thought you 2 were hitting the serrated blade.
Too many drunk troublemakers there.
Cicea
Couldn't get
as well.
anything done. We have to drop by the hideout before we go to the camp. Keep an eye out, right?
Suspicious char, shady char. And the clearly labeled Flame Legion spy.
Interesting. They're sticking close to the bar. I thought they'd go farther afield. Burn me. I realize where they're going. Maybe that's why so many workers have been disappearing lately. Damn, I was right about the workers. Flame Legion's been killing them off and subbing in shills.
She just gave you an order,
Bastards.
and you're reporting in without a kill?
There were complications. Besides, we have business here first.
Fine. Head on in and get it done. You better hope nobody followed you.
Nobody visible followed them.
Those punks have the info we need. Let's take out the guards.
Enemy contact!
Let's listen at
Fortunately, they couldn't hear the gunfire, the fusillade of gunfire outside. I'll listen.
Here's where we split. Report back to camp, rookie.
Hang on. They changed the password again. I forgot.
Everyone knows it's Burnt Soul, you
Can't
loser.
keep covering for you.
Oh my god. These
They
kids today.
change it at random, sometimes twice a day. Who can keep track of that?
Everybody but you. Fine. But this is the last time. It's Burnt Soul now.
There's the info we need. What do you say? Leave now or take them out?
I say we take them, Legionnaire, quick and quiet.
I like the way you think.
Well, not quiet in that I have 2 pistols that I'm going to be using.
Break it down.
A lot.
Intruders! Kill them!
Nice jump.
Get that password back to Torga. I'll clean up here and catch up with you. Go.
In the Imperator's core, right? That was what I thought. There we are. Third floor of the Imperator's core. The map in the Black Citadel, especially in the Imperator's core, can be not entirely helpful at times. So it was kind of them to say third floor, because sometimes they actually mean the basement, and it shows up as a green star in roughly the same location. Third floor. Command core,
This place is
there's the
beautiful.
freaking green star.
Even better without other races tromping in here.
There it is.
Raw rabbit.
Greetings. Tribune Desert Grave is awaiting your report.
Thank you for your patience.
Torga, Blood Legion soldiers are missing, and you owe me. I told you about the sympathizers at the bar. Now you tell me what you found there.
Is this a bad time, Tribune? Sakea and the new Legionnaire are back from the serrated blade.
Hey, hold on. I know this soldier. Fought Baradin with me. Made Legionnaire already? Excellent. Excellent.
Yes, sir. Tribune Desert Grave promoted me.
Smart move. And so was deploying you to spy on the Flame Legion. The serrated blade is the bar I was talking about. What did you find there?
Wouldn't you love to have the guy who does
Back off, Brimstone.
his
my
voice
operation, my intel. So unless you want to fight over it, I've got agents to
do the greeting on
Fengar can show
your
you the way
voicemail?
out.
Fine. I'm putting a lot of trust in Ash here.
Magnifying lens isn't
But you've
here
got a
right now.
Legionnaire I respect
If you'd
on
like
the
to leave a
job.
message,
Because of
here's
that,
your beep.
I'll hold off.
Beep.
For now.
Torga. We have the information, ready, willing, and able. Of course, any special instructions, not a problem. I can handle this. Noted.
You've done well, Legionnaire.
I have done
Good
well
luck in your next
because I'm
mission.
very capable. Ending 11. Another new bag. Gloves. Coat I can't wear. Mask I can. And a rifle. For Deadeye.
Threshold achieved.
And we will spend our spec points to get something to drop in the 7 slot. Let's see. Venoms are always fun. Yeah, we'll go with Venoms. Spider Venom, Spider Venom. That's the length of the song. I need to work on the lyrics. Infiltrate the Flame Legion camp. Well, I don't think they're here in town. And that's the closest we can get to them. Spy for a spy.
I'll stay out of sight while you get the info. Good
I'm now
luck.
in. I'm in a cosplay of Flame Legion.
Give me the password, or I'll give you a second smile just below your chin.
Oh, the throat.
Back off. The password's Bird Soul.
And that's the order from Tribulus Griefblade. We do this right, Blood and Iron won't even see the end coming.
We had 2 new items to retire.
Good. Gear up and move out.
So they don't like
Down
the
with
first?
the
Oh, I
Black
do like
Citadel.
the first. Nice. Dewdrop, Shadow Magenta, and Kyanite. That's pretty thiefy looking too, I have to say. Blood Legion Imposter. It's that sentry's fault I'm late. You look smart. Tell me what I missed. Okay, you don't want to tell me? I'll just beat it out of you. With a gun.
I mean, now you're making me mad. Hey, I give. Bellfire's claws, you're tough. Glad you're on our side. The plan's simple. We pose as Blood Legion and break Iron's precious new siege engine.
Oh, that's clever.
We frame Blood, watch Iron attack them, and the whole Citadel will be clawed athroat. Then we strike.
I'm infiltrating the Iron Legion. I need to be briefed. Want a detailed briefing? Prove you know your basics. Name one of Iron Legion's tribunes. Iron Legion. Good luck, Brimstone. Everybody knows he's blood. Gore Blade?
Blood's new Centurion is Volante Tornpaw.
Volante.
But don't underestimate Blood Legion. Her assassination will stir up her legion like a
The actual song
firebrand in
was
a devourer
Volare.
nest.
So Volante is pretty
So
close.
we dress as Iron Legion,
I'm
kill
old.
Volante, and Iron
That's
takes the
really
blame.
old reference.
Genius.
Probably from the 60s. 1960s, just to be clear. Not like, 1760s. Kagar, I've been briefed on the operation, sir. Looking forward to it. Can you tell me more?
Okay,
Sir, yes, sir.
maggots. Enough jawboning. We've got a job ahead. Just a nudge to start Iron and Blood fighting. Then we step in and pick the bones clean.
Hey, get back here and let me out so I can fight, you cowards. I deserve to die in combat.
Quiet, I'm not with the Flame Legion, and I'm not here to torture you. Whoa, you're female. Flame Legion doesn't care for females. I got new orders from the Centurion regarding this prisoner. Centurion appreciates all your hard work, sent me to relieve you. You actually noticed me? That's a first. Just give me your keys and I'll take it from here. Sucker.
Hey, the prisoner's escaping. I need some help here. That's only the first squad. The rest won't let me go so easy.
The prisoner's out. Help me put this idiot back in his cage.
That's kind of rude. I mean, he's your prisoner. You don't have to call him an idiot, too. I mean, that's just mean. No cause to be so ill-tempered.
I'll taste your blood.
Taste of poison with my every bullet. Victory is ours. Skip to the end. Exit to the plains of Ashford and Simpson. That's an old music reference too. Report to Torga. She's decided for some reason to change where she's staying. There is indeed a cat in a block of ice here. Don't ask. It's meowing, which seems like an unusual behavior for a cat frozen in a big, enormous ice cube. It's Char, you know.
Hey, over here. I'm glad you made it.
Torga.
My feet hurt.
Hail, Tribune. I have information. Flame Legion is going to trick Blood and Iron, making each think the other attacked them. If the plan works, it might break the Citadel's alliance. They're targeting Iron's new weapon and a Blood Legion Centurion. The whole thing was cooked up by someone named Tribulus Griefblade.
I know the name Griefblade. He's real trouble. Blood and Iron need to know now so they can prepare.
No. This is an Ash operation. Blood and Iron would make a Drake's breakfast out of it. We'll handle it ourselves.
That's the
The
dumbest
Legionnaire will take one mission.
decision I've
Then
ever
Law
heard.
can handle the other.
Fangar? Tribune, Fangar's not experienced enough for something this big. I'll do...
No. Sakea, your orders are to track down Griefblade. Fengar, you finally got your chance.
Good choice, Tribune. He's only going to be tortured for the information he's got.
The intel, so we'll make it your call.
Basically, Torga, you
Guard
screwed up
Ion's
every
engine
single thing.
Or Blood Centurion. Decide and move out.
I'll help Blood Legion defend Centurion Tornpaw. It's faster. I'll go with the short bow. Equip that. Ooh. Free die. Live free or get a die.
Begin destruction protocol.
Off to next. The Temperance waypoint. Pardon the yawn. I don't think there's a vendor here, is there? Nope. Alright. Continue the story. Spilled blood. Nice. That's very Char.
I'm trained to kill, Mantis.
I'm looking for Rhoda the Quick. I need to talk to her right away.
Keep it down. I'm Rhoda. And if these blood...
When our last enemy lies dead at our feet, and the true Conor steps forward, which legion will command all others?
Blood, blood, blood!
Blood, blood, blood!
I'm guessing blood?
Centurion, Tribune Desertgrave of Ash sent me to warn you. Flame Legion assassins have targeted you for elimination.
An Ash soldier? In my camp? Ah, Rhoda. I suspected you were one of Torga's spies. Get out of my sight, both of you, before I pull your teeth and use them as caltrops.
Aren't you listening? I just said that the Flame Legion has stolen uniforms and equipment to disguise themselves as Iron. They're coming to kill you.
I heard you, but I'm not Ash trash. I don't snivel like a scaredy cat at the first sign of danger. Now, tell me their plan.
Oh, I thought you didn't
War
worry.
between Blood and Iron. They think you
have visitors. Show them a Blood Legion welcome.
Iron Legion imposters.
Why the show of force, Blood Legion? Is this a declaration of war?
Yeah. War against the Flame Legion, you cowardly, lying scum. Prepare to die.
Burn me, they're ready for us. Lose the disguise, just attack!
Damn it.
anger rising.
Anger rising.
More of the fiends. Form up, Blood Legion.
Did that hurt?
Sometimes you just gotta keep shooting until you're out of bullets. And with the change to the class of unload, you basically never run out of bullets.
It's about to get ugly.
You know, if they just come in a single wave, they probably wipe us out. That's another level. Okay.
Might makes right.
And have some poison bullets.
Victory!
Of course.
That was harder than I thought. I'm forced to be grateful to Tribune Desert Grave, whether I like it or not.
Yes, you are.
Centurion, I'd like to explain.
Shut it, Rhoda. How long have you been Torga's pawn? You're a spy and a traitor. You're lucky I don't gut you where you stand. I strip you of Blood Legion rank. You're finished, Gladium.
It's okay, I hire him.
Next.
Also, another level.
Nothing like the spoils of war.
New dagger. New chest piece. And you do know what that means. A new die scheme. Looks like I'm wearing an ugly couch. Now it looks like I'm wearing an ugly but very bright couch. We are in garnet, butter, and heather. You know, I have one saved up. Last time I changed, I had 2 changes, so I want to cash it in for something even more appalling. Okay, sea bloom, sapphire, and graphite. Pretty awful. I'm a thief, so obviously I'm working on the idea that being obvious is not the thing that a thief would do. Therefore, I'm not a thief because I'm too obvious. Sticking with that. That's pretty much as close as I'm going to get to logic with that one. The flame advances. Not him. He's not Flame Legion, although he has a burning sword. So maybe?
It's been a long time since I had my muzzle down in blood and mud.
Suspicious char. Ritlock.
Here's our prey. Just like Tribulus said. He knows every tail wag you must make before you do. Ha!
Where's Tribune Desert Grave? How did you fanatics get this far into the Citadel?
How they got in doesn't matter. What matters is how they're leaving. In pieces.
Brimstone? What's a Blood Tribune doing here? Tribulus said this was strictly an Ash Legion arc.
Tribulus was...
Just got to shoot the assassins full of holes. Easy.
The mission has developed a hiccup.
A hiccup? More like tuberculosis. Tribune Desert Grave's been taken hostage. Griefblade captured Fengar and tortured him to get information on the Tribune.
Desert Grave has done nothing but
Now he'll
screw
torture the
up
Tribune
every
to get
single
what he
thing
can
since
from
we
her.
started here.
I know flame troops are mustering near.
Meet Sakea at the ruins of Rin. It's out here, right? Yep. The flame advances. They'll never see me coming. Because they'll be struck blind by my outfit.
Psst. Over here. And keep your ears down. This place is crawling with
Our
flame
ears are
legion,
horizontal,
and the
they don't
entrance
go
is
up.
sealed with magic. We can't get in.
How did the Flame Legion get inside?
They use a magical trinket. Griefblade's second in command carries it. He's still out here somewhere.
Then we have a plan. Find the officer, kill him, and use his trinket.
The Flame Legion must have gotten wise. My stealth magic isn't working. We'll have to do this the hard way.
Or, as we like to call it, the fun way.
Might makes right.
Looks like I got one.
The not quiet, but very, very Char way is how we have to do this.
For once, I don't hate patrol duty.
Looks like I got one.
Are we safe out here? Coast something like first.
The Flame Legion's in chains. Let's drop them before anyone notices.
There's the flame situation. Kagar. Not Khadgar. Khadgar is WoW. This is Kagar. Have some poison.
Got it. Now I can open the door to the hideout.
Alright, we've taken care of Kagar.
Enemy on me!
Might makes right.
Sakea finally decided to catch up.
Hostile contact. We're almost there. Looks like I got one.
Alright, Sakea. The trinket, please.
Stand back. I know how to use this thing, but I'm not entirely sure what'll happen when I do.
The
Now
door
we
opens.
just have to find Torga. And
Hi,
hope she's
guys.
still alive.
Ash lackeys. Looking for your precious Tribune? We locked her up with only that cub's head for company. Fengar, I think his name was. Poor Fengar. Wait, I know you, Legionnaire. Why aren't you dead? Seems I should have sent more assassins. Well.
Wouldn't have helped.
You could have sent 10 times as many. Still wouldn't
Actually,
have
10 times probably would have worked.
See that? Never rely on a dull knife, as they say. I would have done you personally, but I was busy torturing that chatty cub you sent me.
I didn't send you. That's
Of course,
Tribulus, or I mean,
I don't need him now.
Desert
but I
Grave's
have
fault.
Torga. She hasn't been as cooperative
Torga.
yet. But I'm sure Imperator Balefire will change that.
Your Imperator will never see Torga. Not if I have anything to say about it.
No? Then we'll have to cut out your tongue and keep you from saying anything at all. Guards! Wipe out this annoyance while I get back to work.
Burn me! It's the flame.
My
Enemy on me!
Did that hurt?
Good. I was just starting to get warmed up anyway.
Yeah, well, there's more of them coming, so you got your wish.
Hostile
Wait,
contact.
wait. The Flame Legion were warming you up, huh? That's probably going to turn them on.
Looks like I got one.
Makes you wonder why anyone ever signs up for the Flame Legion, given how easy they all just get murdered by everybody else.
Fengar begged for a mission. He said he was ready, and I trusted him. I caused his death.
That's right, you did.
It wasn't your fault.
Actually,
Tribune.
it was.
Fengar knew what he was getting into.
I mean, she's not as completely incompetent as, say, Logan Thackeray.
I cover myself with
But
glory.
she's incompetent. More hero points. More hero pointsies. A better short bow. Staff, which I can use, theoretically. New pants, hence, new die scheme, and new dagger. Exit. Sell some crap to get it out of my bags.
You break it, I break you.
Take my advice. Don't go to Lion's Arch.
I heard it's a good place to get things.
Yeah, like a dagger in the back.
Oh, that's not fair. Where are we off to next? The waypoint has become contested because, of course, it has. If there's anything we can count on, that would be it.
Lousy flying hags don't know when to quit. That's fine. Time for a target.
Quick and quiet. All right, we're gonna know much about the local wildlife, but sure, follow me. These mechanics never seem to work that well, so I mostly just murder everyone.
Might makes right.
Not a bad fight.
Anger rising.
Come on, let's invite a few trolls to this party.
Yeah, so we'll just screw it. We're just gonna murder them all. defeat Tribulus Goreblade himself. And once we do that, we get our key and we open up our box.
We okay out here? Tribulus said the Ash might be on.
Those dimwits couldn't find their own tails with both hands. They'll be fine.
For the Legion!
Which Legion? Crying out for the Legion when there's 4 of them, and you're not one of the ones that most people recognize anymore as being anything other than the bad guys. Maybe that's just not the best choice. That's all I'm saying.
Anger rising.
Yes, my anger is rising. I am not a fan of the female Char voiceover work, the writing, nor the execution.
I don't like this. It's too quiet.
Alright, that just leaves Griefblade. Gribblade. As he's feeling very full of himself.
The irritating Legionnaire lives to vex me. Again! I must be cursed.
It's over, Tribulus. Blood and Ash are united against you. You will get away this time.
Tribute? Brimstone? I take it back, Legionnaire. You bless me with this splendid gift.
Yeah, that's not going to work out the way you think it is. But that's the way of things, isn't it?
Bad little mice. I ceased to be amused. Bow down. No! Like a heron, I will not die this way.
By a Gaharan, you did die that way. And pretty quick, too.
Ha! Nice work, soldier. That was so much fun, I don't want to stop. Here, I'll hold up Tribulus's body and you kill him again.
So he's a nice guy. He's a team player, is Ritlock. Trying to help me out. I appreciate it. Very thoughtful of him. An hour and 18 minutes and 36 seconds. That's how long for a key farm. Go a lot quicker if I used any of the various mechanics to insta-level. But I kind of like the slow, easy pace of just playing it out, you know? Relaxing. Familiar. We will open... Wow, 2 unidentified dice. There's nothing they can give me that I don't already have, because I have all of the common, uncommon, and rare dice. So I'll send the results off to the alt account, and if the alt account already has the dice I get, they'll get added to the guild bank. We get a common and a common. Deep teal and spring dew. Yeah, nice complementary colors. We need to hit the bank.
One star today
That's
makes
not
a
the bank.
champion tomorrow.
That's not the bank.
You break it, I break you.
This is the bank.
What?
A Black Lion chest, for which we have the Black Lion chest key. Let's see what we can get. We are guaranteed to get a Black Lion statuette and a Black Lion claim ticket scrap. We will get 2 commons. Nice ones are the guaranteed unlocks. maybe the die packs if we get lucky. A couple of the others aren't bad. A couple of them are bad. Amongst the uncommons, we have the Eternal. I have a couple of these, I think. At least one. I have the Mace. And the Sword, I think. Yeah, and the Sword. Sword's a pretty good one. They are, as you might say, hot. The Toymaker's Party Skiff skin is not really my cup of tea. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's cute, and it's cutesy, and I'm just not big on cutesy. It's not my vibe. And the emote, well, I've already got that. The Unleash emote. Okay, it didn't actually show it. Let's try it again.
Citizen.
As you wave your hands and fly up in the air. And you just hang there like that. That's the emote. Let me deconstruct that.
Need something?
So those are the uncommons. In the rares, we have the Bright Inquisitors. I think I have one or two of these. Yep, I have the Hammer. The Hammer is a nice skin. My brain was telling me I had one more, and I have actually two more. The Dagger and the Rifle. I'll show you the Hammer. So they are green and glowy and pretty cool. Then there's the super rares, which I'll never get. It is a 1 in 10 shot to get an uncommon or better. So I'll click open. We'll get a common, and hopefully see a 5th box appear, and it'll have an uncommon or better. Like I said, a 1 in 10 shot, long odds, but here we go.
And I
Just commons. But we did well on the commons.
Speak.
The ticket scrap, Black Lion statuette are fine. The revive orb is whatever. But we got a guaranteed unlock, a guaranteed armor unlock, and it's any armor skin that, except legendaries, I think. Well, I know not legendaries, but any other armor skin you don't already have, and that is a lot, which means it can be something awesome, like a cool-looking helm or an awesome, incredible glowing chest piece, or it can be a piece of common boots, pair of common boots. So the up and down sides are pretty large. And here we go. It is an entire set of skins, all 6 for the Crichton skins. That's a big win in that it's a whole set of skins, and kind of a creepy looking one. We go here. We go to all weights. Crichton. And I believe these are a medium skin.
The Legion calls.
So that's the entire set in my current colors. That's a nice set. If you're looking for, primitive, huntery looking stuff, and that is on sale, would probably be 400 coins. Normally, it would probably be 600 coins for the entire set of skins. Don't know if it's currently available or not, but we can find out. Nope, just the Crichton Rogue chest piece is currently available for 500. But normally I'm fairly certain this entire set sells for 600. Or maybe 700. Well, that's an outfit. Outfits are different. This is a set of skins, so 800. Because it's like the Aetherblade kit. So it's normally, that's an 800 set that I just got for a weekly. Without even getting a rare or uncommon out of it. Just pulled it straight. Hey, Canucket, how you doing? Hope your Monday didn't suck. So that's a pretty good deal. Saved 800 gems. Not sure it's a set I would have bought. But I can see me wearing that particularly on, you know, a ranger type character. All the animal bones and whatnot. And it is, I believe, a medium set. So that would be rangers, thieves, and engineers. Doesn't really look engineer-y. Possibly thiefy, but definitely rangery. So that was a successful key farm, no doubt about it. We'll now hit back to character select. And we're going to, I think, look at killing a few achieves before I call it an evening. Ooh, nice crack or pop. All right. And this will be the daily harvesting yield, daily gathering yield. Sell these because I already have 1,000 of them in my storage, my crafting storage. Don't mind getting them though, as they sell for a decent amount. What was I gonna do? Wizard's Trial Race. The trial race showing tier completion %. I don't know where Wizard's Trial Race is. Wizard's Tower diving goggles. I don't know where those diving goggles are. Or Fly by Night. Well, we're here in the Wizard's Tower, so I'm going to find out. Somebody has busted out their cat tower. That person is sitting... Dave, stop getting in the way of that person's entertainment. So, it's a nice seat and a bunch of cat towers. Let's see. Alright, that's the Wizard's Tower Fly by Night, and it is dead center and above, presumably. This level or higher? Higher. This level or higher? Higher. I've never done this before, so expect nothing. Certainly do not expect success. And higher still. Ah. Clear skies for now, but I'm sure there'll be more coalesced magic swirling out of the grounds after nightfall. So apparently that one's only doable at night, which makes sense. It's Fly by Night. Wizard's Trial Race. Wizard's Trial Race. Where do I go for that? Outer Sanctorium in the Wizard's Trial. Inside the Wizard's Trial. Wait, what? Sign up at the Tome to participate. Then race then begins. Okay, so that is a timed race and that it occurs at certain times. All right, how about Wizard's Tower diving goggles? Wizard's Tower diving. Where are the diving goggles? Not surprisingly, they are over on the little island in the west. Over there. Is it just going to be into the little pool down below? If so, that'll be disappointingly straightforward. And it does appear that that's what it's going to be. Well, it was worth an achievement point. I'm currently unable to mount. How about now? There we go. Hey, it's an achievement point. You know, I currently have what, 18,673. I would only have 18,672 if I hadn't done it. Guided by Fate. At Glint's Shrine in Draknar's Light. Well, I'm not sure where Glint's Shrine is, but I do know where Draknar's Light is. That's in Skywatch Archipelago. Or Archipelago. I've heard streamers, British streamers, I think, go with Archipelago. I go with Archipelago. Your mileage may vary. Guided by Fate. Quick check. Guided by Fate. Location of Glint's Shrine is what I need. It's in the Hall of Delramore, which I think is over here. Yep. I thought correctly. So there should be a shrine to Glint in here somewhere. Got a couple of chests that I'll open as well. I'll add power to this lantern. Very simple. I hesitate to even call it a puzzle.
Sweet, sweet loot.
They give you some loot, and then the Greater Arcane chest, same deal. It's hitting the buttons, the 1 through 5 buttons on the hotbar. And that's pretty much it. Where is the shrine? To Glint. Supposed to be in here somewhere. Oh, it's outside. On top of, I'm going to guess, is it? Was it bow? Kneel? Was that it? Guided by Fate? Yeah, it's supposed to kneel. Well, we're showing a visual effect. And I'm not getting the achieve. There's the visual effect, the face of Glint. The shrine itself looks like a circle. After typing kneel, Glint's face appears briefly to bestow the effect eligibility. The achievement is awarded when it expires. Okay, so that's alacrity. Oh, there it is. That must have been it. Was it? Was that it? That was it. Okay. Another, yep, another achievement point. Hey, they're not all glamorous, guys, you know? Zoja's Journal. I think I needed page location, Ratanova's Promenade, overlooking an insectoid colony. All right. Ratanova's Promenade, overlooking an insectoid population. That's up above.
I don't have a great handle
cause these incursions to happen. Fear, despair, sadness.
Radanova's Promenade, overlooking an insect population. Well, those are not insects. Them's mushroom. Moas. Also, not technically insects, in that they're birds. This, however, the chack, that sounds like we're in possibly the right place. We're looking for a page of Zoja's notes. So, somewhere like up here, or on top of this pillar, would be the sort of place I would be looking, or I can just check on in the wiki. Zoja's journal. Zoja's journal. Radanova's Promenade. Overlooking an insectoid colony found north of the Chack Hatchery. North of the Chack Hatchery. I don't see the hot point for the Chack Hatchery anywhere. Well, then we look at the picture. No, all the way over there. I was never going to find it here, because it's nowhere near here. All the way over here. I don't see this as being part of the Radanova's Promenade, though. I mean, sure, it's part of the Radanova's area thingy, but the Promenade? Hardly. Looking for the page. There it is.
Just one more confirmation of how great I am.
That is another achievement point, and I believe all we have to do now is talk to Zoja to get that done. Yep, return to Zoja, and I'll get a new emote. I'll get the heroic emote, as is appropriate, I have to say. I don't really have to say, but I do. Like I said, low stress stream tonight. Some days you just want to sit in front of the monitor and push some buttons. Click the mouse a time or two. Alright, where is Zoja now? Return to Zoja. She's in the Wizard's Tower, but doesn't say where exactly. Well, I know she's... up above, I think. Lear's quarters, Isgarin, more room, mystic pages, reliquary, Lear's, Mabon. She's up there on one of the floors. That was not going to work. We will touch and go. My brain is telling me she's on this side, probably higher up. is like Isgarin's room, I think. Zoja, I think. No, Dagda. What does she got? Show me those hints. Okay, for that one. That's Dagda. No, not here. Come on, Zoja. Stop hiding. It does not become you. Is that Dagda's icon again? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, Dagda's quarters. Is she up another floor? I don't think so. How can I not find her? I mean, sure, she's small. Where's Zoja? Wizard's Tower. Zoja. Aha. Trying to do the achieve that rewards the heroic. Can't find her. Some players say she's in Mabon's quarter. I can't see her. The achieve is bugged. Just follow the solution in the comments. Repeat the story step. Fuck off. I'm not doing that. I'll start it and exit, and hopefully that will fix it. Otherwise, I will have been wasting my time. Story. Secrets of the Obscure. The Wizard's Tower. No, not in the story. Try the story, dumbass. There you go. Into the Obscure replay. We'll go in and then I'll immediately exit. Speak with your allies.
I'm so sorry about Mabon.
Alright, this is one where it's nothing but conversation, I think. And since it's not instanced, it's ongoing.
I'd light a fire in our hearth. We'd sing, drink in his name. But instead we fight. The Astral Ward is holding the front line at the Bastion of Strength.
When Mabon made his final journey, the Cryptis fell back.
Bug quests. Don't get me started.
Got that going for us, at least.
The Bastion is presently secure, but
nothing
when the
drives
next
me
push
crazy
begins,
about an MMO that
the air is different.
Bug
They're
quests.
plotting something.
Then we'd better be at full strength when that happens.
We haven't seen Iskarin since the Bastion of the Celestial was overrun.
Blockers and the like.
I assume he's near the spire, if not inside. What he's
also,
up to,
as much as I like this sort of, in-engine storyline stuff, and generally I do, the fact of the matter is, unskippable stuff
I'll make sure the Cryptis feel our pain first.
Really sucks after the first time you do it.
Where's Zoja?
In the barracks, I think. Seems to be taking this the hardest.
In this particular case, maybe not too bad. Where'd she go? She's over there. On this level or below? Oh, down there. Let's see if she's in here. No. So we'll go in. This part is instanced.
Get it together, Zoja. Get it together! I wanna...
Not that I entirely understand this whole wizard thing, but I think you'd be a great one.
Did you hear all of that?
We'll let her keep talking. This is relatively short.
I didn't.
This kind of the necessity of
I'd be
doing
able to
quest
let go of all
content for a
this
second time
grief,
to activate a
Ron,
reward
Maguma, but I'd leave almost everything
that is
of merit I've
unrelated
ever achieved.
to the storyline part.
But come on, I
Terrible.
made a life-changing decision just after Mabon died. If it came from anyone but Dagda, it'd be emotional warfare. I used to be so mad at everyone. You have no idea.
I don't know, Zoji. You always seem pretty
And the
angry with
world.
everybody.
You didn't do anything, but when I left Radazum, all I wanted was for you, or Logan, or Timmy to come looking for me.
Your questing
But I
system,
didn't want to be found.
the
You guys
scripting
were
system
off
behind
saving the
questing,
world, and I just wasn't ready for that
is the
again.
thing that most
I
needs to
figured
be
you would have called
bulletproof
if you needed us.
in a story-driven game
I'm
of any
so
kind,
sorry,
especially an
Zoja.
MMO.
We would have come. I know I would have.
I know. I do.
It was one of my biggest
And
issues
I
with
could have
the
just as easily
launch
asked.
of Star Wars: The Old
I just
Republic.
wanted to feel,
A lot of the storyline questing
you know?
had blockers,
I was embarrassed to ask.
bugs that blocked progress in the storyline.
You
So much you
can't know
couldn't
what I
level up your
need
character anymore.
unless I tell you.
What do you want to do?
I feel selfish for even humoring the idea.
You're happy here.
Radazum hasn't felt like a home in
Pardon the
years.
yawn.
Another researcher,
Old man,
Pastor Prime,
you know.
they stopped asking me to speak at the college.
You kids, get off my lawn.
But here,
That kind of thing.
they know me. Even without Mabon, this feels like home. Especially with you here.
Then I'll support whatever you decide.
Yeah? How is Timmy doing anyway? Behaving?
Absolutely not. But she's as bright as ever. And dating, if you can believe it.
Oh, alchemy. Nothing stops the march of time, does it?
That's the truth. Well, death stops
I'll
the
leave
march
you
of
to
time
it.
for the individual.
Frode needs me to... You know what? It's
We've
not
been
important.
assured the universe doesn't
Good
end.
luck, Zoja.
But I'm not positive
here.
about that.
No matter what.
Return to Amnitus, and hopefully she's now back in her room. Now, do I want to replay Into the Obscure Wizard's Tower for achievements? Maybe?
Get it together, Zoja. Get it together!
Not that I entirely understand this whole
Alright, we just did
wizard
this,
thing,
so I think we can
but I
exit.
think you'd be a great one. I can pretend I didn't.
And re-enter. And let's hope. Maybe that's not her quarters? She's not there. Does seem to be a bunch of other guys just standing around, which wouldn't make much sense if... I do not want to enter for achievements. That's Dagda again. Well, who's that then? Am I not on the level with that thing? No, it's below me. The Wizard's Trial race is about to begin. Zoja.
Any luck?
Got them all. Right here.
All?
Yay, victory.
All of them? Really? Thank you, Commander. I know it's just paper, but I was miserable when I first got here. I felt abandoned.
Yeah.
Lost.
Give me the emote.
But this world fascinated me. These people, they all care about me. I connect with them better than I had with anyone.
So,
I'm sorry, I don't want to offend you.
The race was about to begin. Where is the Wizard's Tower race? Start. Start. There we go. 5 achievement points and the / heroic emote. Here it is. Not as impressive as I might have been hoping for. That's got to be the race. And it's down below. Whoops, this is a dead end. You can tell I'm cool because I can fly through very narrow gaps. Okay, where does it start then? Below, but I don't see an entrance. Is it in the much lower area? Oh my god, is it? There's an area I've only been once in the tower where the jumping puzzle is. Let's take me to it. Yes. The race is underway. Count me in. I'm just going to try to get it done. I'm not going to try to win. It ends in 10 minutes. All right, yeah. It's showing which ones you can actually jump on. And that wasn't one of them. I thought that was the way it went. Okay, yeah, I did hit that one, all right. So, square, and diamond, then circle. So we wait for square, we jump to square. We wait for it to flicker. We hit here twice, and then there. And we wait for square again. Ah, damn it. Almost. I had it, but screwed it up. Okay, that's 2 levels down. The third. This is the third and last of these levels. Sort of the rotating knives level. I finished in first place. Granted, I was the only one running the race, but that doesn't change the fact that I finished first. And only had like 1 or 2 mistakes. And since I've only done that successfully once before, I'm actually pretty pleased. So that is a jumping puzzle / race. And I was victorious. We should be able to do the adventure that was up, because that had to be up at night, and it's now night. In-game. Well, evening in real life where I am too, so. I think that was going to require like a gold medal on that. Eesh, that may be hard for me to do. Yeah, that's a gold medal. I will give it a shot. The odds are pretty good that I can get a bronze or maybe a silver. Gold isn't likely, especially because I'm not familiar with it. I've only done it once or twice.
Hard to see anything with all this excess magic everywhere.
Yeah. Total racers finished 1. It's still showing I'm the only racer who finished. I'm the winner. Wizard's Tower 35. Bubbles that we've got to hit in the time. I don't know how much time it's got. It may say up there, but I don't want to take a moment to go looking and see, as I am making progress. Pardon me again, but you know, I'm concentrating on my race, damn it. Sorry. Yeah, I don't see anywhere where it's got a running tally of how I'm doing. I don't know if 35 is all of them, so I can't afford to miss one or not. I feel like I've got to be close to 30. Probably should have been counting. Nope, I'm not going to reach that one. Not just yet. I would have sworn I already got these. I'm sure I already got those, and I'm sure I must have hit more than 35. So I'm not sure what I'm doing right or wrong. But I'm guessing it's wrong. Unless there's one down here. I'm out of flying juice. And I am. I have no idea what the heck's going on. Do I have to get back to him or something? I don't know. I'll try. We'll see what happens when I get to him. I haven't received any notification as to me being failing or succeeding, for that matter. Can I manage to get back up to him is a question. Should be able to. There are enough things here that I can work my way to an elevated position. And then across. Hit that one. That was the one I needed.
All this wild magic has got to go.
Did I not? I reached the finish line. Oh, so you just have to get back. Okay, fair enough. Wizard's Trial Race. Now that was the race. Fly-by-night gold. I don't... Collect as many airborne H node will restore your mount's energy, allowing you to fly longer. I got 25, not 35. I got 26. There's no way I got 26. So I'm doing something wrong or not understanding something. But that was definitely more. This game still have a good player base. Very, very good. They have said that... I can't remember if it was the latest expansion or the one before that, which was 2 years ago, 2.5. They had more players than they've ever had. Basically, the population is about as good as it's ever been. So yeah, plenty of players. And server doesn't matter because it's run dynamically. They have a mega server technology. Definitely give it a try. The free version has basically all of the game that it launched with. So originally it was a $60 game, and all of that game is available, plus a lot of additional stuff. If you like it, then you can look at buying expansions and the Living World seasons, which were sort of shorter content batches between the full expansions. No sub. No sub at all. Ever. There's not even an option for it. When a new expansion comes out, if you want that content, you buy it. But level 80 is the level cap and has always been the level cap. Yeah, it's one of the great things about the game, is you can always come back, and even if there have been new expansions, if you're a level 80 with, inexpensive gear, you're in exactly the same place progress-wise as you were. You can still do the level 80 content. You may not have access to the new expansion stuff. All you have to do is buy the new expansion. The first 2 expansions are often on sale for $10. You buy Path of Fire and you get Heart of Thorns with it. And that Path of Fire gives you most of the mounts. And Heart of Thorns gives you gliding, and they both give you an additional elite specialization for every class. And the jump of the content and stuff that you get for that, when it's on sale, $10, is amazing. Initially, the limitations for the free-to-play account are, I believe you only have 2 character slots. By default, if you bought the game at launch, you got 5. And I think you're limited in the number of bag slots. You can see here I have 5 bag slots. I believe you're limited to 3 for the free-to-play, but I'm not sure. This could be how your brain works, but this game always in your head bridged the gap between Final Fantasy and WoW in terms of the world it exists in. It's hard to describe in a lot of ways. I mean, even is it Yoshida, the program director, game director for Final Fantasy XIV, basically has said that, you know, when the first launch was a failure, they looked to WoW for a guide to how they wanted their game to play as far as the basics of the game. Guild Wars 2 took a very different spin in that, you know, 80 has always been the level cap, and you have horizontal progression instead of vertical progression. My character here is wearing this gear here is Exalted Quality, this sort of orange lettering on the name. There is one tier higher that has 5% more stats, and that's the only difference. But the only thing you need it for in terms of endgame content is if you're doing challenge mode, you know, in other words, extra hard mode of raiding, or the very, very top tier of fractals, which are similar to WoW's Mythic Plus dungeons. So the fact is, I have way too many characters on this account. If I log into any of them, they're all at the level cap, well, almost all at the level cap, and they all have good gear because they all are using at least Exalted. A lot of these Exalted pieces, this is what is referred to as Berserker stats. It's very offensive-minded, and so if I were to look up Nika's on the auction house, you'll see we can get an entire set of Nika's gear for about a gold each. That would be 6 gold. And 6 gold isn't very much at all. Guild Wars 2 a product of the first game? No, it was very much a very different game. The first game, in essence, is a single-player or co-op role-playing game. It's not really an MMO. It's more like an RPG, a non-turn-based RPG. Whereas they chose to make an actual full-blown MMO RPG in Guild Wars 2. It takes place a century or two, or possibly 3, after Guild Wars 1 lore-wise. And obviously, you know, I'm a big fan, which shouldn't surprise you because, let's see, if I do a /age command, we can see I've played this character for 168 hours. That's a full week. But across all of my characters, I have played for 4,159 hours. And I have a second account with about 500 hours on it. But, like any other game, you know, it's a game that you can get tired of. You know, you get tired of playing for a while, and you go play other things, and when you come back, you haven't lost any ground. Your character's gear is just as good as when you left. You may be an expansion behind, but that's just content you can choose to buy and play. You don't have to. A lot of people say Guild Wars 2 is a casual game. That's not true. You can play hardcore, serious Guild Wars 2. But it's a very, very casual and alt-friendly game. Give it a try when you're looking for an MMO to get into, and it'll be here. It ain't going nowhere. In fact, on next Tuesday, we have the last content patch for the current expansion, and I believe 3 months after that, we get our next expansion. They're currently on an annual expansion schedule, and so in a week, we get the last content patch for the current expansion, and in 3 months after that, we get the next expansion. We don't know anything about it yet. They haven't told us. The current expansion is these maps right here. The expansion was this, this, and this, and the first 2 content patches were half of this and the other half of that, and the third half will be going here, we assume. And as far as the regular map goes, well, you can see the original game was, let's say, starting at about here, all the way over to about here. We have an expansion that opened up down here. And another one over here. So, yeah, it is. The advantages it has is you don't have to worry about a catch-up when you come back, the way you do in WoW. You know, you come back to WoW and you're 10 or 20 levels behind. And you've got a significant catch-up before you get to the new exciting expansion. Yeah, it's a huge world, and there are lots of places for them still to explore that appeared in Guild Wars 1. Not all of this was in Guild Wars 1, and not all of Guild Wars 1 is in this. So, yeah, there's plenty of levels and space and things to do. So one of the advantages, like I was saying, is you don't have to worry about the catch-up mechanic if you've been away for a while. It's a game you can approach casually, as casually or seriously as you want to. You can do it really casually. A lot of people do. It's very friendly for that. One warning, the game systems are a little strange, so they can throw you. For instance, you see here, if you check my hotbar, other hand, there we go. My hotbar right here. You've got 5 commands, and then you've got 5 more commands, basically. These 5 commands change when I change weapons. This is if I'm wielding a rifle, and this is if I'm dual-wielding pistols. These other things, you're free to change amongst various skills that you've learned. They're called the utility skills. So you have 5 combat skills. Yeah, ESO does it very similarly. So you've got 5 combat skills, and then you've got a healing skill on your 6. You've got 3 utility skills that you can mix and match, and you've got your elite skill here. The thing is I don't remember if this is that way in ESO or not. I haven't played ESO for a while. Not only do the weapon skills differ, but a different class using the same weapon has entirely different skills. So, for example, a Guardian, who is sort of like a Paladin-ish, his greatsword is a melee weapon. You leap in with it, you have a big spinning attack, melee. The Mesmer, which is like an illusionist class, for them, the greatsword is a ranged attack. They hold it up and it floats in front of them and it fires like a laser beam. So every weapon is different for every class that has access to it. So that's something that can throw people at first. So you won't start with a full hotbar. You'll eventually open up the utility slots as well. So just be aware that the systems that are in the game are pretty different from WoW or Final Fantasy XIV. I think you'll find it a little more similar to ESO, but still a lot of differences. It just plays differently. And so there is a learning curve. When I first got into the beta, I bought the game to get access to the beta, and after playing for a couple hours, I thought I'd made a mistake. It wasn't making any sense to me at all. But slowly, over the course of about the next 2 hours, I finally went, oh, I see, I get it. It just plays differently, and so there is a little bit of a curve. It's not a huge steep curve, but that first little bit. The equivalent of a mage, the one it's most commonly described as, there are 9 classes, 3 in light armor. The Elementalist is the one that's most obviously like a mage. Necromancer, Mesmer, which is sort of like an illusionist. The 3 medium armor classes, yeah, Elementalist. Exactly. The 3 medium armor classes are Ranger, which has a pet, Thief, and Engineer, which is what that character was. I'll show you my Elementalist. Heavy armor is Guardian, which is most like a Paladin to most people. Warrior, and a class that came in with the first expansion, Revenant. There is the Ranger class, is large. It's at its best, or it's certainly the most the standard way of looking at it is as a ranged class with a pet. So here is my Elementalist. Now an Elementalist can only have, they can swap between weapons, but only when they're out of combat. When they're in combat instead, what they can swap is their attunement. So I'm in fire, but I can be in water, which is mostly, has a lot of healing and stuff. Lightning. And earth. And those to change the skills. And back to fire. So that's kind of how the Elementalist works. You have access to all 4 elements, and each element has certain differences. Fire's mostly damage. Earth has a lot of protection stuff. Water has healing. So that's sort of the basis. The other skills I have here, I have a heal, a Signet of Fire, we have Arcane Power, and here's a couple of elementals that I can summon. So you can summon elementals, they're short-lived pets. You were interested in the Ranger. Give me a sec. My most rangery character, my original Ranger. I think he's currently has longbow and axe as his 2 weapons. So here's him, believe it or not. Oh, maces. That's right, dual maces.
Forge. Quick, everyone out of the field.
Dual wielding maces. And the other is the longbow. So that's what he's wielding. But one of the more interesting things is the pet system. You can swap pets. These are water pets, because water combat is a thing in this game. These, you can swap pets as well, and if you want to change them, I have access to all of these pets. The ones that are darkened, I do not have access to. And every pet is a little bit different. They all have special abilities. Now, in some cases, there are a couple of pets where there's another pet that has identical abilities, I think. And you just tame the pets by running into them. It's not difficult. It's even easier than the pet taming for a hunter in WoW is. And right now there is an event going on. This is a dynamic event. They spawn irregularly. Sometimes they can spawn in chains. So right now there's an attack going on, and I'm going to help the farmers out here. And there's another player out here. Swap to my bow. Fire off a bunch of arrows into the air. Swap to my axe, to my maces. Leap into combat. Hit him some.
Without us, our city will starve. Fire burns.
Yeah, I just wanted to show that, and you know, the combat is very dynamic. You have a dodge. So one of the important skills you will learn is how to get out of the bad stuff. And the answer is usually a dodge. You actually have a couple of dodges. Oops. Didn't really want to mount. I'm just so used to it. The dynamic events are one of the great things about the game. Sometimes, and this is not, I'm not making this up, sometimes I'm feeling bored, I'll just log in, I'll go to a map that I like running around in, and I'll nab the dynamic events. Yeah, currently it is, I have the 2 weapons, I have the longbow and dual-wielded maces.
Strength is mine.
And I'll dodge through the fire there. Launch a bunch of arrows up into the air, hitting all those guys. And anytime you're out of combat, you can change your weapon loadout. You can change your spec. All of those things can be changed anytime you're out of combat.
It'll fetch a nice price.
Ow. I'm going to heal. I took a big hit. The leveling process is pretty quick. They've sped it up. Like a lot of games, they make it a little bit faster to level up after a while. And they've added a good system for teaching new players a lot of the game mechanics. No, it's not unforgiving. Some content is significantly harder. When you first get to the first expansion is the hardest that any of the base content has been. They made it simpler, and that event was completed. I succeeded. I got experience and karma, which is a currency. It is not unusual for me to click as well. Not so much on the main hotbar, but I will click particularly out here. I can usually successfully hit 7 when I need to, but I can't reach 8, 9, or 0 because I have short, stubby little sausages where other people have fingers. So I am a sort of a hybrid in that I both shamefully click a lot of the outer numbered items because I can't quite reach. You can reset your keybinds. It's something I should do, but I'm 11 years into the game. I should have done it 11 years ago. At first, it will feel clumsy because movement is very responsive. It's smooth. You've got the dodging like this. There'll be a learning curve, a bit of a curve. And certainly at first you will feel clumsy with it. I'm currently also in what is called action cam mode. Some people may like this better. I'm pretty sure ESO has this, where hands off, I'm not pressing any buttons, I'm just moving the mouse. Basically, it's mouse look. By default, it's not on. By default, the mouse itself is up. But if you turn on mouse look mode or action camera mode, then just moving the mouse moves your point of view. Good with WASD and tab and shift and all that. And you have to reach the top bar numbers you'd rather click. Some people really like the action camera like this. I like it for when I'm playing solo. If I'm playing any sort of... There's some content that I know is better off with the standard tab targeting. For instance, right now, you see I'm aimed at that River Drake hatchling, and it's highlighted. If I were to shoot, I'd hit it.
Looking for a fight.
But I can also tab, and it'll bring it up at the top up here. So you can tab target or use the action camera, whichever feels better to you.
Cormir left us behind to suffer.
For me, for a lot of my solo play and stuff, I like to just use the action camera.
Balthazar has returned to redeem us.
I never played Terra. It's also similar if you ever played Neverwinter from Cryptic. That has an action camera as the default. I don't think it supports the standard WASD, which, the standard WASD is mouse right click and hold to move the camera, right? So right now I'm in standard WASD mode where you have your cursor. So if you want to be doing clicking, this is a lot easier. The action camera is nice, but you don't have a cursor to do your clicking. So that's one of those things where you probably want to try both and find out which you like better. But by default, it's standard, WASD and right click and hold / drag to change your camera. And this swaps to action cam if you need the the cursor. You can set a key that brings the cursor up. For me, it's Alt. Left Alt will bring the cursor back up. And I let up, and it's back in action cam mode. There is a lot to the game. So for a free-to-play trial, I strongly recommend trying it. Because the free-to-play experience is the game experience. It's not like you don't have... There's no huge amount of gameplay type stuff that you're missing outside of the expansion gameplay.
Stay tuned for more exciting
And if you like the core gameplay loop, well, then you can look at, investing a little bit of cash. But for free, the price is right. There are controller sets available for it, and I know also people play it on the Steam Deck. I do not have a controller. I haven't been good on a controller since Sega Genesis was state of the art. I'm not sure if there is official controller support or not, but there's a lot of unofficial support for it for sure. Let's see. I don't know if there's official controller support or not. Control options. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't think it's officially supported, but there's a lot of unofficial support. If you're in your element more on controller, it's definitely be worth looking into. I sadly do not have much information on it. Two things to be aware of. There is the ArenaNet client and the Steam client. Because of the Steam regulations, if you download on Steam, you'll have to get anything you choose to buy through Steam. So for instance, if someone gave you a game card for the game, it wouldn't work through Steam. So just to be aware that if you're going to use the Steam client, you are stuck with the Steam client. You can't use the regular game client. The clients are identical. It's basically the purchase mechanic. If you're playing Steam, you have to purchase everything through Steam so they get their cut. And if you're playing just the ArenaNet client, you have more options open to you. Buying stuff on PlayStation through PSN, or if you have Final Fantasy on Steam. Yeah, community post on Reddit with controller support. Yeah, there's been a lot of discussion of controller support, so I know it exists, and there are players who do it, and they also do it on the Steam Deck. If you want to play it again, full controller support for Guild Wars 2, super fun, viable for high tier content. Looks like a fan made it. Yeah, my guess would be that there's multiple different versions out there. Obviously, I'm a huge fan. Normally, if I'm going to recommend a game, I recommend it based on other games that the player likes or an IP that they like. So, for instance, if you're a Star Trek fan, I have no problem saying, if you haven't tried it, you might want to try to play Star Trek Online. There's a lot of good stuff in it. At the end game, the real money option is going to be very attractive, and they're going to try and sell you stuff. But the free-to-play game, decide if you like it, definitely. And so Guild Wars 2, again, the free-to-play version is essentially the game as it launched 11 years ago. And if you like it, then look at spending money. If it doesn't work for you, all it cost you was download and time. Playing WoW, Final Fantasy, and Come From DCUO, I have played all of those on stream. Not much Final Fantasy on stream, but a little. I played SWTOR on stream. Sethko. How you doing, Sethko? Sethko's an old friend of mine from Latro days. No, but I've played a lot of WoW. I have over 6,000 hours in WoW. Over 5,500 hours in Latra. Over 4,500 hours in this. You had a Discord issue that lasted 3 minutes. What broke, Sethko? Did you break our Discord? We can't take you anywhere. No, so a game like Guild Wars 2, I do recommend people, if they think it's interesting looking or looks like fun, that they try to free-to-play content, or free-to-play client version of the game. If they like it, that's great. You got a new game to play. If you didn't like it, it cost you the download and a little time to play. Never had a PC up to it until a year or so ago to try a lot of the games. That's completely understandable. Yeah. Someone deleted all your servers and contacts and tried coercing you for money. Well, that's absolutely dreadful. I can probably take care of that for you in a bit, Sethko. How did you manage to get that done to yourself? Do you not have a secure password, sir? I'm sorry you've had to go through that. Have you tried contacting Discord? Because I'm going to be calling it here for the evening, guys. Okay. I will see if I can't send you a Discord invite. Give me your Discord name in a DM here in Twitch so that I have it. I'm going to call it here for the evening, guys. I want to thank you all very, very much for hanging out for a little casual gameplay and game babble from yours truly. As always, I'm very appreciative. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia and Australia. I'll probably be enjoying adult leisure beverages tomorrow. We'll probably will not be playing anything on Wednesday. Don't know what I'll be playing tomorrow. And then on Thursday, the Pandaria remix launches, and that looks like fun. So I'm going to be giving that a try on Thursday. Next Tuesday, we should get the next drop and final drop of content for Secrets of the Obscure expansion. And then 3 months after that, the new expansion. So, I will be back tomorrow at the usual time. Again, I want to thank you all for hanging out. I hope the rest of your Monday night goes great. And I hope, because I try to set an achievable goal, I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. Back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and